Good morning. So I can literally hear the birds chirping outside my window. It's totally fabulous. I wanted to send you this voice message just in case you're busy and you didn't hear the actual text message that I sent. But right now, it's all about Summer of Sales, your gifts, and your guest posts. Okay. I want to talk to you about 3 things today as quickly and as powerfully as I can. First and foremost, number 1, I woke up this morning to a fabulous message from Elise, one of the ladies in the current Simplify, Serve, and Sell 28-Day Sales Challenge. She sent me a message in response to my question, hello, what are your big wins? What's happening right now? What's working for you? And so she said, oh my goodness, what's working for me is I utilize 2 simple tweaks based on the lessons that I've learned from the challenge. And in doing so, I made 2 sales. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's so great. Send me the information. Let me see what tweaks you made. So she said, you know what, LaShanda, I told them exactly what it was about, what's in it for them, what they're going to get. I was very clear about that based on what you said. And I generated those 2 sales and then did a Facebook Live and got 2 more sales, which of course, I'm totally excited about. And I'm definitely going to talk about some of the strategies that Elise can utilize to improve and get even more sales. But before I do that, I said, you know what, this is actually perfection, because I have been thinking about tweaking some of my upcoming trainings to really focus on sales a lot more. You guys are loving the 28 days challenge, and I feel like there's so many other aspects of sales that we need to dig into. So I said, listen, number 1, that's fabulous. But number 2, I've been toying with this idea and now it's time to make it official. So the Summer of Sales 90-day bootcamp has officially begun. Like, that's official. Okay. It's official. The Summer of Sales 90-day bootcamp has officially begun. Essentially, it's this. I have my mastermind calendar, the Firestarter Circle, my mastermind group that we meet virtually every single month. I planned out the whole calendar for the year. And this month in particular, we are focused on sales pages. And you know what? I said, okay, I'm going to take this a step further. We're going to do sales pages this month. The actual webinar actually is coming up this Tuesday. I believe, what Tuesday is that? Let me make sure I can send that date to you. This coming Tuesday, the 25th of April, we're going to do a webinar session on sales pages, right? And then we were going to move on to the next project. I said, no. We need to stick in. We need to really dig in to this sales conversation. So first, we're going to do that webinar on sales pages next Tuesday. And then for May, we're going to focus on sales funnels, which is so important. You've got to have awesome sales funnels so that you're consistently really working on making strong, compelling, concise connections with your audience so that they are looking at what you're selling and they're actually making a purchase. They're buying your content. You're turning those browsers into buyers. So I said, we're going to work on sales funnels in May, and then in June, dig into better sales copy, number 1. And this is a big one because people either ask me to write their copy or ask me for my teachings on copy. And I don't really talk about sales copy that much. So to say that we are going to dig into that in June is a big thing. We're going to talk about sales copy and also my personal savvy seller conversations, how that you can talk about yourself and talk about your products online in a way that feels right for you. It's actually an interesting conversation because one of my clients, we just had a clarity call this past Wednesday, and she said to me, I'm going to be honest with you, LaShanda, I can talk about everybody else's stuff until the cows come home. And then when the tables are turned and it's on me, I have no idea what to say. I hate to talk about myself, right? I hate to talk about what I do. She said, you know what? Even when people support me, I don't even talk about it. In that conversation, she was actually alluding to one of her sorors had, supported her and said, oh my God, look at what my fellow AKA sister is doing. It's so fabulous. And she said, you think I would comment and extend that conversation. And I didn't even say anything because I didn't want to come off as salesy or sleazy or any of that. And I'm just kind of uncomfortable around those conversations. So I said, you know what, that is something we need to dive into. So the 90-day Summer of Sales series has officially begun. Again, we're going to talk about sales pages this April, in May, sales funnels, and in June, sales copy plus savvy seller conversations. Okay, adjusting the calendar so that we can make sure that is a priority for me, because my priority is making sure that I can help you simplify the process to amplify your success. I see ladies are making sales right now, whether they're big sales or small sales, they're making more sales. And Elise talked about that today. I loved it. Her Instagram this morning, she said, look, I love the smell of money in the morning. This is, well, it's really an absolutely fabulous thing. She posted a PayPal pic and said, you know what, there are days when $0 come in. So to see this, it's just really an amazing thing. And I'm proud of her. I'm excited for her. I can't wait to share with all of you some of the smart things that you can do, taking an example of her page and a few other example pages of sales pages that can really help you rev up your sales and close more clients. Can't wait to talk about that this coming Tuesday inside of the sales page webinar training that we're going to have. But that's just the beginning. Okay, so the process has begun. You're going to get access to the live sessions and the replays, because I know some of you guys go, oh my goodness, I want to do it, but I don't know, I'm not going to be able to meet you, at that time on Tuesday. It's okay, because you do get access to the replays of all of our live calls for this boot camp, along with the replays for all the webinars that we're doing around this particular boot camp. Okay. So, by the way, the Summer of Sales 90-day bootcamp, if you go to SistaSense.com/summer, that's going to take you over to the mastermind page. Specifically, you'll get a link where you can register for the next 90 days. Right now, as I'm doing this recording for you, the 90 days is $97. Keep in mind that the bootcamp is 90 days. But the mastermind actually regularly is $47 a month. So if you sign up for the 90 days, you're actually going to save $47 because you're going to basically get a 1 month free. That's there right now. It's not going to be there for ever. I'm going to be taking that down. And if I don't take it down completely, I'm going to raise the price to the full price, which is $147. But now if you get it now, if you go there now and you see it for $97, great. If it's not $97, again, the rate is actually $147 for 3 months inside of the mastermind community. So either it's going to be gone or the rate will change. Okay, we just want to make sure that I put that out for those of you who are curious about what you're going to see when you get to that page. The page itself is for the Firestarter Circle Mastermind group. And essentially what you're going to get access to is 90 days in the group. And for the next 90 days, we're focusing on summer sales and you getting better at sales between now, April, and June. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, this past Sunday, we had Easter Sunday. And for those of you who are spiritually inclined like myself, I woke up and I just felt compelled to do a live stream session. And on that particular session, I talked about, really dug into this powerful conversation around you being gifted. You are a gift. You are gifted. You have gifts to give. It was a powerful conversation. We laughed. I laughed. We cried. I cried. I mean, literally, ladies were commenting and saying, I'm crying right now. We had breakdowns and breakthroughs, and it was a conversation that was really essential with respect to understanding your value, your worth, your confidence, what it is that you are here to contribute, knowing that you're important, right? And understanding the importance of what you have been called to do. So important, so powerful. So I definitely want to make sure that if you didn't listen to that particular live stream session that I did, you can go to SistaSense.com/your YOUR -gifts, GIFTS, so that you can listen to that while it's still available to you. And number two, I wanted to make sure that I let you know that if you submitted a guest post a couple of weeks ago, I sent out a message that said, listen, I'm looking for guest contributors to SistaSense. Quite a few of you you submitted articles. Thank you so much. Just wanted to let you know that in case you're curious, I'm still in the review phase. I've got quite a few things going on, so please give me a little grace. If you can, I've got a few things going on, but I've got your articles. I'm reviewing them so that I can roll them out and release them throughout the month of May. I'll let you know as soon as I can about that. Some of those will, number one, also be not only on the website, but also in the summer issue of SistaSense magazine. So I'm totally excited about being able to share with the ladies who are participating, in submitting articles, that they'll be featured on both platforms. For those of quite a few who will be. Anyway, I'm excited about sharing that, but I just kind of wanted to let you know where I am with that process in case you were curious. Now, like I said, this really, everything I'm talking about today is inspired by the Simplify, Serve, and Sell 28-day challenge. If you are in, great. Let me know what's working for you. If you're not in yet, no worries. You can still get in if you go to SistaSense.com/simple. You can still get in, and when you start your process today, it starts today, so you haven't missed anything. I really am excited because right now I feel so passionate about, when you think about who you're here to serve and why you're here, what you're doing, your gifts, who you are looking to give your gift to, right? Right now, honestly, it's you. It's the ladies in my circle who I really feel passionate about helping simplify this process of sales, getting better and feeling natural when it comes to selling. That's just kind of like my heart right now. And I love that ladies are participating, they're implementing, they're engaging, because sometimes, this, right? I know this. Sometimes we'll sign up to things and we won't actually dig in. But to see that so many women haven't just signed up to the challenge, but they're actually implementing and seeing results, my heart is singing. So I just kind of wanted to make sure that I let you guys know that, talking about your gifts, that particular live stream replay you can watch, talking about your guest articles. I definitely want to make sure that I'm sharing your magic and your expertise with the SistaSense community. And I will be posting those articles very soon. And then the the biggest of them all, the Summer of Sales 90-day Bootcamp has officially begun. So good. So right now, definitely want to make sure that you are clear about what it includes and, what I would love to do with you and the ladies inside of the circle. So again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, sistasense@gmail.com, to let me know. But if you're ready to go, I am ready to go. The challenge has begun. The boot camp has begun. You can go to SistaSense.com/summer to make sure that you have reserved your seat and you're officially inside of the mastermind for the next 90 days. So that, number one, we can talk about your sales pages. Number two, we can talk about your sales funnels. And number three, we can really, really, really dig in to this powerful conversation around sales copy, and savvy seller conversations that you should be having with your audience. Okay. So happy Friday, happy fire and focus to you. I'm assuming you're listening to this live via the time that I actually put this together on Friday, but if it's afterwards, no worries. Happy Friday, happy fire and focus, whatever day you're listening to this particular audio message. But that's all I wanted to share with you now. Go forth, create amazing, and I'll talk to you more a little bit later. Oh, wait. Before I wrap up, I almost forgot to tell you that I will be hosting a few live stream sessions on Periscope and also Facebook Live at SistaSense on both platforms. I'm aiming today, this Friday, to do one, either an afternoon session around noon, or if that time does not work for me, probably somewhere between 5 and 6 p.m. later on this evening. So if not today, definitely some point this weekend. I'll be doing a few live streams. I want to definitely talk to you guys about today. There's just such a powerful conversation around, number one, being ready for success. Number two, being ready for your day, making sure that you create an intentional day. And then number three, being in a space where you are ready for sales. So ready for success, ready for your day, ready for sales. That's the up and coming live stream web class conversation that I'm going to be having both on Periscope and Facebook Live today and throughout the weekend. So look out for that as well. I almost forgot to tell you that, but of course, it didn't slip my memory. So we've got good things in store, so much more to come. I'll talk to you soon.